today we are going to talk about why you should get into project management. So you may be thinking or contemplating about getting into project management, but you're not sure whether it's for you. You are not also sure what it is about project management. So today I'm going to simplify that for you, so you can make a better decision. You can make an informed decision. Yes, a lot of people talk about the financial freedom. They talk about the time freedom. Yes, project management gives you all of that. You get a better salary, you get better time management, but how can you make a decision on time and financial freedom on something that you don't know about? So today I'm going to simplify that for you. So to put this simply, if you have managed anything that has got a start and an end, and where you've got a defined budget of amount of money that's been allocated to what it is that you want to plan, if you've had to talk to people, get some quotations, get some prices from 3 different people or 2 different people that are needed to do that job for you, right? And then number 4, if you've had to allocate to other people to do the work for you, where they have to come and give you some updates, okay? And where you've had to chase people up for the tasks that they've been allocated to, all of that is project management. You just didn't know that you are doing project management, but essentially that's what project management is about. So project management is about working with different people from different disciplines to be able to deliver a defined outcome. And that outcome needs to have a specific start time or start date and an end date. You can't have a project that runs for years and years and years. Yes, there will be some big projects that you find they run for 10 years, but they've got a defined start and a defined end date. Okay, so put this simply, if you have managed your friend's birthday, where you know that the party is on a certain date, you know the number of people that need to attend the party, you know the dietary requirements, you know the budget, you have to coordinate maybe DJ, you have to coordinate a venue, you have to coordinate the menu, you have to coordinate the table, the decorations, all of that is project management. The only difference is you may not have been using some processes or some tools to help you to deliver that project, right? So if you are thinking about project management and you're not sure whether it's for you, what you need to do is to then be able to understand that when you become a project manager, you are going to be good, whether you're already good, but you're going to be better at planning. You're going to be better at managing money, managing a budget, managing people, tracking on actions that people need to do. You also need to be able to talk to people, and some people who may not necessarily want to do the job that you want them to do. So these are some of the things that project management entails. Now, the advantage of doing project management is that it exposes you to many different disciplines within the business. You are in the know of the decisions when they're being made or when the decisions are being analyzed. So you are always managing and working with senior stakeholders, and you are in the know of what's coming, the strategy of the direction of the organization. Those are the things that project management comes with the advantage of doing project management. The other thing as well with project management is that it will always be in demand. Project managers will always be in demand, whether there's an IT migration, whether there's a move of office, whether there's a new building that needs to be built. There will always be project managers required. Some people have asked, what does AI, how does it propose a danger, or how does it propose a threat to project management? You will always need somebody. An AI cannot have the ability to have emotional intelligence in talking to people, chasing people where they need to be doing things. So those are some of the things, if you're worried of changing your profession, changing the sector where you're working and getting into project management, if you do get into project management, there's always going to be a high demand. Now, I'm going to talk about the financial aspect of project management. If you are already in a job, if you have done the things that I've already spoken about in terms of planning, budgeting, coordinating, you are already a project manager. You just didn't know that you're a project manager. So you don't necessarily need to start from a lower grade. You don't need to start from a low pay. So if you're thinking about project management, a good starting salary of project manager, you're looking at about £50,000. That's in the UK. So you can do conversions. You can have a look in the country where you reside. So if you're looking at basic minimum of project manager is 50,000. And that also depends on whether you want to be a permanent employee on a contract, on a full-time contract as a permanent, where you've got other benefits such as annual leave, sick pay, and all the like. Okay, so that's a basic starting salary, which will be at 50,000, and that ranges up to 120,000, okay, depending on the type of project that you are working on. And then you've got another scale of project management, which is contract, right? We're self-employed, and then you're doing contracting. So when you do contracting, you are looking at a minimum of £450 a day, right? Or £500 a day to get into project management, right? And that is a good £10,000 a month that you can be earning as a project manager. And this does not necessarily mean that you need to have done 10 years in the profession. It can be as depending on the sector that you're going to work in. So there are also other rules that come in, whether you're an umbrella company or whether you're a limited company. That's a different topic for another day. But the basic minimum pay as a contractor, project manager, you are looking at about £450 a day. So if you are not sure whether project management is for you, I urge you, get in touch, and I'll be able to give you more information on why you should get into project management. There is a lot of flexibility. There are jobs contracts that come as fully remote, where you can work from home all the time. Or there are some other contracts where you can do hybrid, where you can work part days at home and part days in the office. Or there are some other contracts, maybe they need you to be in the office 5 days a week, but that's very, very rarely. So project management is a profession where you can even work for a company that's offshore, that's in a different company, right? So you don't necessarily need to restrict yourself to the particular country where you are residing. So it gives you that flexibility in terms of what you want and how it suits your family requirements and your family needs. So essentially, in a nutshell, project management is a profession that anybody and everybody should consider. You don't necessarily need to work as a project manager, okay? But the skills and expertise of project management will help you to accelerate your role, your career, because it gives you exposure to a different way of thinking, to a corporate world where people actually make decisions, and you will be on the table where those decisions are being made. You will be allocating actions to senior stakeholders, right? So you are already managing, some of them are difficult stakeholders, difficult people to work with. So what I would say is, if you really are serious about accelerating your career, do consider doing project management. Do it for 6 months, do it for a year, and then you can go back to your respective role or career that you were in. But the skills and expertise in itself is good to get you started, and it's good to accelerate you into higher positions and also being considered for promotions. Okay, so what I'll leave you with today is, if you are not sure if you're still not sure whether project management is for you, do reach out to me. Comment, reach out to my mailbox, like the video, and I'll be able to reach out to you and talk to you in more detail.